Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden?
Precisely. It's much too soon. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play.
That must be the guy Ayaka told. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
If you want, it's clear that I can't claim to. Truth be told,
Seems like he's...
You must also... Tejima has protected the... keeping out the treasure hoard. But now, all of us, we will gladly...
You must be Tejima. So what's...
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question true. But that's not why and what made me want to come here 30 years ago. And I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took me in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you But if you can't... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little harder...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I
keep a diary.
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving...
if you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should...
This looks like Tejima's done. Let's see what we have. Today, the villagers and I got together. Today, I helped rescue... I went kite flying today. Seems like you're... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the but anyway, if he had... The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe it must be something pretty... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
clear that I was waiting for. Over the years, I must have made a note. And just look, how could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regrets, everything I felt for her. No, not. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think, although, what if she were to when I think about it like that? How curious. I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your... That certainly explains the state. At least we were able to help him. Well... Live from the Tenryou Commission. Is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order. But why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month?
The entire clan is counting on that. How many times do I have to say it? I don't...
You dare deceive us?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion and came to see...
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. In the past, he's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun does...
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard... I don't know whether my own family can barely get by. That's the...
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly... All I know is that I would and...
Does it have to do with the
I didn't take any. To top it all off, if you don't believe...
He seemed... But we better confirm. Let's go round. We should be able to...
We really outdid our... Although, Sep, you haven't... Today's just the beginning. You demand...
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're at. Bellowing thunder! Take this!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
there goes all the Mora. Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of Kuros? So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? I didn't want anyone else to see it. So, but now that you've caught us...
You've got a deep...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here.
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a... We better talk to this Miss Aoi. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
Welcome to Tsukumomono or perhaps there's... so you're...
Whoa! How did Kurosawa end...
Let me... Kurosawa would come... However, the price of provisions...
So that... But why did he...
Well, if you think about it, Kurosawa thought that it would... So he deemed it necessary.
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did?
People's attitudes will all... if you ask me, of course, I'm sure there would... As for why he... If you're still curious, why don't... I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so deep...
Sword? What?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possessed... I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his... In hindsight, I regret that I never... Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? But before you go, if you would...
But we did...
Information is also a kind... Don't worry, I won't charge much.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions... Let's go talk to Kurosawa.
Time to go.
What are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or it turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarder?
That just about sums it up. It turned...
Strange. Is that I don't really have any such Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that this sword was once... I remember once when I was young. I wanted to sneak out with the What did he say? It would seem that I forgot all I can remember now and said to me.
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem to taking on seemingly endless debts. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission sees my vision. And the very people, and the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person.
Yet another troubled... When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurt. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all in... Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next... The third person who had their vision taken is Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong.
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as...
Hey there! Did some...
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei... Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't...
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciple?
Yep. But then we got here...
From the way you're dressed, please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. I see you are earnest in your... Sensei's name is Domon. And though self-taught, he mastered the art of... He once said that his goal was to become the best sword... And so, even while... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been... He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think... But if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami Shrine.
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to...
So, losing...
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive just now. When she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it. Come on! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Ow. Are you sure you're Dome Monster? Unless...
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the question. And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before him, and our practitioners of... But Domon Sensei scolded him and told him. I thought so too at the time. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who... He was consumed by his singular desire.
Sure sounds like he meant biz.
Because until he arrived, of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed it. Later, I heard that he... After that, I wanted nothing. So, when I decided to quietly... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back.
Seems like we got... Still, Paimon's...
is mine, but how is...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful.
Correct. Lady Yai is... I am unable to say for certain...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand... I must leave now, but we...
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that's...
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean this is... Anyway, you should join us too, given that you've traveled all this way.
Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll be...
gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those...
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past... I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evils. But... then does that... yes. This is unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his... As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art. Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand. The path of the sword master is filled with... It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands, and only a deep commitment to his When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt. Poor sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that all? Did he follow us the whole...
Hansai, why... You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambition. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way.
But what if one day the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But if there's a chance they'll end...
Have you asked them what they...
Sensei, I can't know whether I want to keep going until the day that I can...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something. So, you are not in the same position that
I'm sorry to have made you worry for... I no longer have the resolve to become the best, but as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in, but I am now used to the... Well, don't...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it. Lightning slash!
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting the, Ayaka,
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are.
Thank you. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Thunders roar, lightnings flash, but I believe that surely you understand what they must do. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep...
What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the... Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's...
Oh, Paimon gets it.
Once the number of ceremonial affairs can...
Makes sense. Perfect place.
In any case, we can talk... The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on, but only... She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, the issue is this. After all, because of this,
How can they be like that?
nevertheless, in addition...
Resistance? You mean like...
Yes, meant to say a little more about, but I do wonder... Of course, we have tried... They invariably adopt... It almost makes one...
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the vision hunt to...
So...
Well, for the moment, for example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions.
Darn! So they found...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter... Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission... By no means, when you are ready, go to Hanami...
Just hand it over. You don't want... If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've...
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch... Psst! Hey! Huh? There's someone trying... Come on! This one... what's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight. Hey! This isn't right, you know! Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise
What should we do now? He's already given up his this is your fault!
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same... Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm your...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen...
Whoa, that...
Stop. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a...
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, So, what about if I join?
Sure, welcome to the team!
Seems so. Master Mas...
Whoa, talk about...
Not bad, huh?
Time to...
I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked. We should split up. I've got a little present.
You sure?
Yes,
Lightning slash!
Wind Strider!
I must withdraw.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Clouds high. The birds come.
I must
Wind strider.
Everybody stand back!
Boring.
Ow! Why do they never miss? Yeah, let's light it up! Here we go! Adventure time!
I need to train harder.
Battle formation!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Useless!
I've lost.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Stay focused.
Battle
Teach me a
formation!
lesson.
Get them!
Bellowing thunder!
Don't hold back.
As one with wind and cloud.
I must.
Disappear. Here.
Useless!
Nothing. Watch your step.
Out of the way! Everybody stand back!
Shut it.
Train harder. Brace yourself. Show me what you've got.
Adorn my night.
I dare you. Don't hold back. Show me what you've got.
That hurt.
Let's light it up!
Brace yourself. Teach me a lesson.
Never again. Worthless! I must withdraw. Worthless!
Lightning flash!
Clear cut!
Let's light it up!
I dare you!
Take this!
Watch your step! Show me what you've
Let's
got!
light it up. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ah!
Boring!
I'm going in.
Don't hold back! Show me what you've got! Allow me! I strike first!
Evil conquering! Here! Jesus!
Train harder! I've been bested.
Prepare to die, fool! I must withdraw.
Shh! Quick! Hide! That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was...
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masaka...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army.
Make way. Let me have a look at him.
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the 10...
Yes, ma'am.
I'm unsure wouldn't want to get...
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move. Well,
Yoimiya, are you sure now's...
who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my...
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion? It sounded like fireworks. Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was
Yoimiya!
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear!
Master Masakatsu!
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until...
Well...
You can bet we'll do all we can to keep... Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated.
Don't worry about us! Just take care of Master Masakatsu! Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think it seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission? Though Paimon would never agree with their actions, how about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no if our true motives were ever divulged.
True. Though we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, but things seem to have taken a... yes, which reminds me. The Tenryo Commission and the number of samurai...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure...
Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma, what would you...
I'd say a Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite...
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the... Anyone who guesses correctly can go again. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies! Super salt! This is already shaping up...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients.
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dango. Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up. My life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those...
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating boiling cakes in hot pot. Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly...
Uh-oh. I'm definitely... I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would...
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the gut. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I think my luck has already taken a turn. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the...
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another...
Yes. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to... I'll tidy things up here and start...
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows...
Bye, Tom. Seems we won't need to be...